Crying is okay. I believe that crying is okay. Crying is necessary. And contrary to what others believe, crying isn't a weakness. It is not an impediment to one's character, but simply another way to express oneself. I cry. When I cry, I feel like I am releasing emotions that I could never express through words. And I feel relieved after doing so. Some may cry tears of joy, while others tears of sadness. Whatever emotions someone may be having, they can all be expressed in a similar manner, through crying. In my case, whenever I find it difficult to grasp my emotions, I cry. I let tears fall not because I must, but because I want to. And sometimes I cannot help letting them fall. I am constantly in a rut, unable to escape from my depressing thoughts. And now, as an alternative to self-harm, I deal with depression by crying. Instead of keeping all these unwanted feelings inside of me, I let it out by talking to some of my close friends and by letting comforting water droplets slide down my cheeks. I have come to crave silent moments where I can cry, hidden from those who might look upon me with judging eyes. What's unsettling is that communities of people interpret crying as a characteristic that makes a person frail or fragile, but it's not. Shedding tears is a normal human action, but supposedly men are not allowed to cry. If a man does cry, they are viewed as unmanly or womanly. These gendered stereotypes create false standards for both men and women, inhibiting something that is natural to humans. They are losing a form of expression. Every single person has a reason for their tears. Every single person has a right to cry. If men are not allowed to cry, they have a method of releasing their emotions snatched away from them, and they are forced to find new ways of expressing themselves, whether it's through angry outbursts or harsh words. Not crying is detrimental to a person. If a person cannot weep, they look for other outlets without any regards for how their actions will hurt themselves and those around them. Contrary to what many people think, refraining from crying is more harmful to a person than the actual act of crying itself. Crying is the most basic form of expression. Tears spring to a person's eyes when they're overjoyed or dying of laughter. People sob over the death of a dearly loved one or over a sad movie or book. A baby cries to let the parents know that they are hungry or they need a diaper change. A myriad of emotions is conveyed through tearing up. Crying has become a necessity and an effective way of conveying how someone feels. Crying should not be stopped. It should be encouraged. However a person cries, whether by weeping, sobbing, or wailing, they should be comforted and not asked to stop. I believe crying is okay. I believe crying is necessary. It softens a person and defines their character. It is a crucial form of expression. So, I believe crying is okay. It must be.